Video games aren't fun anymore. So why do you keep playing them? No, I'm being serious right now. If you clicked on this video, you probably resonated with the title, right? Video games aren't fun anymore. So why do you keep playing them? Seriously, think about it. Isn't it weird that even though you're not having fun anymore from video games, you still keep playing them? And it's not like how it was when you were a kid, is it? When you were a kid, video games were so much fun, right? They were so much fun that when you were younger, all you could think was just video games. Urgh. And I used to be such a gamer when I was a kid. Like, not even a casual gamer. I'll show you something. I used to be a competitive TF2 player and I have a medal from Valve. Like, this is the only medal they ever gave to TF2 players. Valve is the company that literally made Steam and Counter-Strike, and there's also this game called Team Fortress 2. And they sent me this medal because I was in a tournament and I was just good at the game. I want you to think of it like Valve literally physically sent me this medal. That's how I was obsessed with video games. I even have frag movies of me online on YouTube. In fact, I'll like play a clip of me. I rocket jumped on someone's head in TF2. Like, I remember when I was in school and all I could think of was video games. I just think about what I do next in TF2 or whatever game I was playing at the time when I was in school. Then I just rush home and play until my bedtime. I'd even stay up past my bedtime to play more. And you know what happens when you get older? You don't have parents anymore, so you stay up till 6 a.m. I mean, I've done it and you've done it. Just admit it, man. You stayed up till 7 a.m. to play video games, haven't you? But like, this was probably your life when you were a kid too, right? But you know, some time has passed and now you are an adult, or you are almost an adult now, and video games that used to be so fun now doesn't really make you happy anymore. It's not as fun, yet you keep playing. Maybe your video game library is full of new Steam games that you don't even play. Maybe you buy a new game and it is kind of fun, but in the back of your head, you know you could be doing something else and the game's only fun for like 5 hours or something. But before you could play for like 40. If you are feeling this way right now, you must know that you are meant for so much more than the current life that you are living right now. Maybe you're playing some video games and you're thinking, oh, I could be in the gym, or maybe I should try a business idea, or your head is somewhere else. And a lot of videos like this on YouTube are like, oh, video games aren't fun anymore. And they just talk about microtransactions, or like, oh, appeals PC culture. They put a black guy in a video game. That's why I don't enjoy video games anymore. It's like, what the fuck? Let's be honest, man. You are a 30-year-old man making these fucking videos. Maybe you shouldn't enjoy video games anyway. Like, I look at these comments and no comment says, oh, maybe I should grow up. No one even thinks that. And if you are anything like me, you'll probably hate yourself if you ended up like these guys. You know, you'd probably be embarrassed if you just kept on playing video games until you were 30 or 40 years old. You do not want to be like one of those gamer, middle-aged, fat, balding dudes. Like, if you are playing video games, you literally are in the same space and you consume the same stuff as fucking Boogie 984 or whatever. Like, you're literally in the same league as these guys.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. My day's shit. It's going to be shit tomorrow. It's going to be shit the day after. It's going to be the shit after that. It's going to be shit after that.
When you imagine yourself in the future, you probably want to be successful in life. You want to be fit. You want to be jacked. You want to make tons of money and be a respected individual. Have healthy relationships. You know, have your own, I don't know, like a nice long-term girlfriend or wife or something. You are someone ambitious and someone who wants to get better in their life, and you want to do it through self-improvement, but you are someone who still plays video games. Let me tell you, man, you are on the right path and your thinking is right. Maybe I'm the only guy that will tell you this. And you must understand that video games are actually super dangerous for your self-improvement, and it might literally be the reason that you won't accomplish any of your goals. And if you clicked on this video, you don't even enjoy video games anymore anyway. And to explain why video games will like ruin your progress in your life, we need to talk about this hormone called dopamine. In easy to understand terms, dopamine is a chemical that makes us feel good and makes us repeat certain behaviors. So if we are cold, we put on a jacket, we feel dopamine. We feel hungry, we eat, and then we get dopamine. We are bored, so we entertain ourselves, we get dopamine. Dopamine used to be such a useful tool that helped us survive and thrive in the caveman times, right? Makes sense. It's like a wholesome, nice hormone. But if we go to the modern times now, everything gives us like a billion times dopamine. It's all in our eyes. We're like cacti, which is the plural for cactus, in a rainforest when it comes to dopamine. We simply cannot handle this much dopamine, so our brain just short circuits, just goes apeshit. And here's the thing with video games. They make your brain they make your brain should I keep that in? No. They make your brain release an insane amount of dopamine. So much so that you cannot enjoy literally anything other than video games. You feel numb all the time and you literally are not able to enjoy life because video games give you so much more dopamine than anything you do ever in self-improvement could ever will. Think about it. Your brain gets tricked into thinking you are having a good time and progressing in life when you play these video games. So much so that like you sometimes don't even pee. You hold your pee in so you could like kill some guy in a video game. Like think of it. This hijacks your brain so much that you'd rather piss yourself than let go of the video game. When you actually think about it, that's fucked up, isn't it? Because like they have coin sound effects, animations, all these colors, leveling up. You get new gadgets and weapons, all these different things, right? Like really, is really mashing some buttons, so some pixels and some bad guys, you beat some bad guys more important than like you peeing. And here's an interesting fact, man. When you get overstimulated on dopamine, you do not want to do anything. They've done studies on rats and these scientists basically overstimulated rats with dopamine and guess what happened? They gave up on life. These rats, dopamine receptors got so fried so much so that like food was in front of them and they just refused to eat and starved to death. I want you to really think of it. Their dopamine got so fried, they got so overstimulated that there was food in front of them. They were starving, they were hungry. They would rather die than eat the food because the food didn't give them any reward anymore. They had no motivation to do anything. And the more you play video games, you are literally stealing from your motivation. You're literally stealing away from your willpower. You're literally stealing away from your focus in life. Do you understand that? So people say like, oh, I'll play 1 hour video games. But yeah, but like that's not 1 hour. You're like, yeah, it is 1 hour, even if you do 1 hour, right? But you are stealing from your potential. Literally, think of it like that. If you play video games, you'll be less motivated to go to the gym tomorrow. You'll be less motivated to eat clean. You'll be less motivated to read books, study, work on your business, or work hard on your job or whatever. How fucked up is that? So video games aren't fun anymore. On top of that, they're making your life less fun. And this happens because your natural reward system gets fucked. And if you struggle with binge eating and junk food addiction, you know exactly what I am talking about. For example, I used to binge so much. I used to be addicted to McDonald's. Sometimes, like, it got so bad that I was not able to eat normal foods. Like, I'd rather eat McDonald's or starve rather than eat normal foods. So in a way, it gets the same way when you play video games. The most dopamine we'd have back in the days, like the caveman days, was like if some guy, you were sat around a campfire and some guy started telling jokes and you'd laugh or you'd sing a song or something. That was like the most amount of dopamine you could get. And like when you had sex, that's the only way of getting dopamine. Compare that to how much dopamine you can get right now from video games. They're available 24/7. So much so that killing virtual enemies is more rewarding to you than like pissing or eating. And here's another thing. The more pleasure you feel, the less your pain tolerance is, right? And guess what? Self-improvement is painful. Going to the gym is painful. When you are under the bar and you want to push for one more rep, that is fucking painful. That doesn't feel good. For example, I'm doing YouTube right now. I'm recording this video, right? And you want to be a YouTuber as well, or you want to do something, you want to grow like social media or something. It is fucking painful. You start with 0 subscribers and your videos get 0 views, right? This video probably has 0 views. You literally are the only person watching this video, right? And you must keep uploading. You must keep making videos. For example, I am recording this video right now, right? Before that, I had to script it and I had to research this information. I had to read a book and then I had to bullet point down or use my brain, like bullet point what I've learned from the book. And then I had to write it into a script, as I've said. And like, this is fucking painful. This shit takes hours, man. But this is fun for me right now. Like, this video will get 0 views and I would have like spent a couple hours editing this video as well, but like, this is fun. But if we were to tell you right now, so the person watching this video right now, that you have to write more than 1,000 words for a video, like literally I've written more than 3,000 words today, and like a uni essay, it would be like 4,000 words and it would take me like a week in university. Now like I wrote 3 video scripts today in like less than 2 hours. Like, how insane is that, right? But if we were to tell you that you have to get a video idea, write more than 1,000 words for a script, record for 20 plus minutes, then edit this video, then you're gonna make a thumbnail on Photoshop and you're gonna upload this video and it's gonna get 0 views, but hopefully in the future your channel will grow and you'll make some money or you'll live a good life. You just wouldn't want to do that, right? When you have video games, this just fucking sucks. This sounds like shit right now, doesn't it? It's like, oh, put in all the work, get no rewards, but in the future your channel might blow up and you might start making like 10K a month. Like, why would you do that when you can play TF2 right now? You can literally get an air shot, like blow up some enemies right now. It's a lot more fun, doesn't it? And you can just feel like a kid forever, right? You're like mama's sweetie boy playing his video games, pretending to be a man. And let's be honest, when you play video games, you play as these like heroic men, right? You play as these stoic characters with big muscles and stuff. But in real life, you most likely are like some fat, skinny-necked nerd. And you fantasize yourself as these characters, don't you? Like, you play, I don't know, like you play Uncharted or I was playing Indiana Jones or you play God of War. You want to be like these muscular guys. You want to be like physically fit. You want to accomplish these great things, man. And you do it. You do it in the video game. But here's the thing. When you turn off the screen is black, you see a reflection back, you're nothing like them. And that's exactly why you feel like absolute crap playing video games. Because maybe video games shouldn't be fun anymore. And you are special if you feel bad playing video games, because 99% of the people don't even feel this way. Like, you feel fucking lucky. Your brain is literally telling you to become this person that you always wanted to be. 99% of people, right, they'll feel happy playing video games till they die. They won't even feel like this, man. But you want to be like those characters in the fucking video game. You and I, we want to improve our lives. We want to climb higher in society. We want to accomplish stuff. And to do that, you need to turn off the video games and focus on your life right now. If you are a gamer, you already know how to grind and get XP and get better anyway. You just have to do it in real life and you will be on top of society in like, I don't want to say no time, but like in a couple of years, it's highly realistic if you just grind like you did in video games and real life stuff, that you'll get to a fucking high level. Like, I'll show you my Steam. I have 7,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. 7,000. Imagine if I put 7,000 hours into the gym or YouTube, like these videos, or playing the guitar. I'll legit be a master by this time. Imagine if I had 7,000 hours in business. It's highly likely I'd be a multi-millionaire, right? And I'm just telling you this so you actually like start grinding on what matters in life, right? Imagine you put 7,000 hours into something that makes you money in real life, or like a skill, or maybe socializing, or you spend this kind of like sounds weird, but you spend like 7,000 hours speaking to girls. Like, fucking hell. You'd be like the most attractive, the most rizzy, I don't know, rizzy? I just invented a rizzy guy on earth, right? So yeah, next video I'm making, I will actually make a full, like not a full, but I'll explain a dopamine detox, which will help you how to accomplish this. I'm literally gonna hit the stop record this after this one, by the way. So it's coming. If you're watching this video right now, it'll probably come in a day or two. And yeah, stay tuned for that. Here's some plugs. Here's some of the things that I sell. So if you like the way I talk, if you like my way of thinking, I do one-to-one fat loss and fitness coaching, which is relatively cheap. And if you cannot afford that, or if you just want a course, I have a blueprint that's designed to get you ripped by destroying your junk food cravings, getting you more mindful, changing your self-image, getting you all these revelations, right? Imagine like you had so many revelations in this free video, right? Imagine like how the way you look at the world would change by my paid stuff. Anyway, if you're interested in just getting lean, losing the fat, growing some muscle, all that good stuff, man. If you're interested in bettering your life, check the links below if you're interested. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. And yeah, like honestly, thank you for watching because I need watch time to grow my YouTube. So if you watched until this far, you probably have given me more than 10 minutes of watch time. So I'm grateful, man. Thank you. All right, see you next video.